Hi there, my antique and vintage Christmas lighting friends. I wanted to show you a fun thing that I just recently got. It's this early coloring fluid for Christmas light bulbs. It's made by a company. It was made by a company called Crescent. You sometimes you'll find these on eBay, not all that often. This kind of coloring was used mostly on these early carbon light bulbs like you see right here. And please don't hound me about them not all being lit at the same brightness. I know I couldn't find enough of the right resistance light bulbs to all put together. So just have it known that I also have the entire set on a dimmer, and I have it pretty far down, believe it or not. So I don't think that doing this video with these light bulbs is going to hurt being out of whack like that. You can see this one's just barely glowing, while many of the others in the set are glowing rather brightly. Anyway, this is a really great kind of early antique thing that is fun for people to play with. This coloring fluid also came with the original box right here and the original tin can, where you would have taken the liquid from here, poured it into the can, and that's what you would have used to dip, because you sort of need a big wide opening. However, I didn't want to do that. I just went ahead and I put mine in just a little prescription bottle, and I'm going to dip. Now, the cool thing about this set is, sorry about the noise. Unfortunately, that's my blood sugar meter, and it's just telling me that I'm going down. I'm not that low. Anyway, so sorry about the noise, folks. Anyway, here is the cool part of this bottle is the instructions, which this bottle is in excellent shape, and it came filled right up to here, so it's really in good condition. Anyway, look. Read the instructions. 1, see that lamps are clean and dry, and then turn current on and dip. Hard to believe that they told you to dip them while the current was on. Avoid dipping in a draft of air. I guess that's so the stuff doesn't blow all over you and get everywhere. Do not dip over metal rim at top of lamp, meaning don't go way up into the past the light socket. Just go up to the light socket. What else? And then do not dip through foam or bubbles, because you'll get bubbles on there, and then it'll look bad in the covering on your light bulb. And after dipping, withdraw lamp quickly and leave current on until dry. Always keep well corked. Now, this earlier bottles of this did come with a cork stopper. This must be a later bottle, probably more getting into the 1900, 1910 era, maybe even a little later than that, where the screw top was then introduced. So, unfortunately for me, it was this cap just needed a little bit of coaxing, and it came right off. So here we go. We're going to do this. I've already done this video once, and I wasn't happy with it, so I'm doing it a second time. So here we go. Here's the coloring fluid. Here is the light bulb that is lit, believe it or not. You can see. Okay, and we're just going to dip it in very slowly and try to get it just up to the screw socket. Yes. And then try to get the excess off. Shake it a little bit, maybe touch it like this, and that'll hopefully get your excess off. And then what I learned after doing it the first time the wrong way, I just took and I just hung it upside down like this, and I let it dry this way, so that all of the excess will go down, hopefully to the point, and you really won't even notice that it had that much excess. So what I'm going to do is look at that. I'm just going to let it hang like that and let it dry, and pretty soon it will get dry, and it'll look pretty good. I may do a second dip on this, because it is kind of just a pale red. I keep hitting it on the side of the thing. I guess that's a pretty red. That's not bad. I think I would like it to be a deeper red. So you know what? I'm going to give it a second dip now that the first dip is taken. And we'll see what happens. There we go. And now it's getting to be a much deeper red. So I think this will be a lot prettier when it finally officially dries. And I'm going to try to dab off the excess. And then I'm going to try not to, there. And I'm going to let that dry. And we'll come back in just a little bit, and hopefully my sugar will be okay. And we'll show you the final product. Okay, so I think we're back. I just wanted to finally show you kind of what the finished product is. Here it is. It's a beautiful red light bulb now. You can still see it's glowing. The one thing you have to remember is that lacquer is actually a very slow drying paint, so you have to sort of wait a good long while. I've sort of tried to touch this, and it feels like it's getting dry, but like in the areas where it's the thickest, where it was double dipped, that's still going to be a little bit tacky. And if you touch it, you sort of ruin the finish on the light bulb, which I did earlier. I did it on this one. And there we go. I unscrewed somebody. I did it on this one. Anyway, I'm going to stop playing with the set. Anyway, I did it on that one, and back here in the back, right here, and I ended up touching it and getting the paint finish all messy. I'll probably redo it later. The one thing a lot of people don't realize is unlike today where everything's just plug and play and away it goes, back in the day, when you went and bought these early carbon light bulbs like this, chances are they were always all clear. And it probably maybe cost a little more to actually have them colored, and they would have been done probably at the hardware store where you bought them. Because back in the day, that's probably where they were carried, was in an old-fashioned hardware store. And so the guy at the hardware store would have probably all the different colors for you to pick from, and you could pick and have them done. They even sold this, I believe, this Crescent in a frosted. So it would probably put like a clear frosted look on the light bulbs. That was really kind of a pretty effect too. So you would go and you would pick out a light strand and the carbon lights that would have gone in it. And then you would have said, well, I'd like to have, 4 of the light bulbs be red and some of them be yellow. Sorry, folks. Again, that's the blood sugar machine just not giving in. And of course, it has to hit when you're making a video. Anyway, I'm not low. I'm just hovering right on the area where it has to go screaming at us. Anyway, so there you go. That's it. Again, to review, Crescent Coloring Fluid. You would have bought your carbons at a hardware store and then probably gone and had them colored right there at the store. And it's a lacquer color, so it takes a while to dry. That's why I'm not messing with this one, because I want this one to turn out really good. And maybe later I'll shoot a picture of it and add it to the video. Okay? Anyway, there you are. That's it. Enjoy and have fun playing with your Christmas lights.